Why do so many of us have thyroid problems? This is a common thing that you hear about, either hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism or Hashimoto's or some other thyroid disorder, but it's very common in not only adults, but also children. And it seems like this is a growing trend that we just don't have enough conversations around why this is happening and what we can do about it. So I first want to start out with some of the ways that may indicate your thyroid is out of balance and having some problems that maybe need to be looked at more deeply. So number one is fatigue. And this can easily be mistaken for that bad night's sleep or high stress lifestyle you got going on. But long-term persistent tiredness without adequate rest and hydration is a common sign that your thyroid is under pressure. Secondly is weight changes. Unexplained weight gain or loss can be associated with thyroid problems. Now, most of us struggle usually with the weight gain and trying to get the weight off. And that can certainly be an indication that your thyroid too is struggling because it balances the hormones and works closely with your metabolism to help bring about that shift that you need to control weight. Next is you can notice mood changes. And again, just like stress in our life, mood swings, depression, anxiety, irritability can all be common when it comes to thyroid changes. Your hair and skin will likely be dry, brittle. Those are also signs your thyroid is under stress. Changes in your heart rate, irregular or rapid heartbeat is certainly a sign that your thyroid is becoming imbalanced and needs support. Muscle weakness and aches is another sign, and changes in your bowel habits, usually constipation. Sometimes diarrhea, but usually it's constipation. And then for us gals, it can be associated with menstrual changes, irregularities, lighter, heavier situations, certainly more intense cramping and things like that. Now, one of the bigger things we can also notice is heat or cold sensitivities. And this can also often be dismissed because we think we're just in an environment that's either hot or cold. But this is actually a sign because your thyroid helps balance temperature in the body. Your changes in appetite, brain fog, memory problems, difficulty concentrating, elevated cholesterol levels, these two are all signs that your thyroid is out of balance. So why is this happening, right? So I just went through some of the more common symptoms, but why is this happening? Well, number one is our environment. We are around so many toxic things in our environment, and your thyroid is taking the hit for a lot of it. It can't function when it's buried under toxic pollutants and chemicals and heavy metals and endocrine disrupting chemicals that impact our function of the thyroid. And this can happen from our food, the air we're breathing, the stress in our lives. Anything that is toxic to the body is being filtered through that thyroid. Secondly is our diet. Most of us have a very high processed food ingredient diet, and that is a toxic chemical. You have to see it like a toxic chemical. And therefore, too, it is impacting your metabolism. It's impacting that thyroid's function. The big one is stress and lifestyle. We are chronically stressed. We're not sleeping well. We've got hectic lifestyles. And this all plays a role in the disruption of our hormones. And that can lead to inflammation and thyroid imbalances. Also, along with diet is the lack of nutrients that we're not getting from our diets. So your thyroid has nothing to support it. And then also you can have, just age and, genetics and things like that that contribute to this. But most of the other things we can control. So there are some ways that we can actually support the thyroid and help mitigate some of the problems that we see, certainly to start to influence the trends that we have with so many people having thyroid problems. Number one is to improve our diet. We have to eliminate the processed, the fake, the modified, the enriched, all that crap has to come out of the diet. We need colorful fruits and vegetables that are high in vitamins and minerals. We need organic meats and things that our body knows how to process. Secondly, we have to start admitting that stress is a problem. This, adulting is stressing, it's garbage. We have to get rid of this kind of mindset and get real about what stress looks like in our life and what it's doing to our health. You have to see stress as a toxic chemical. Next is regular exercise. Now, this can be really hard to do, but I'm going to give you a tip. If you're having problems sleeping, it's influencing your motivation to work out. If you're not working out well, then maybe you're not sleeping well. So it could be that to increase exercise, we need to first focus on how well you're sleeping. People who get good quality sleep regularly are automatically more active. They get on average about 500 more steps a day. They're increasing activities and intensity of workouts, and they're more likely to have a regular workout routine. So it could all be linked to your sleep, just an idea. The other thing is, just looking at how we live our life, right? Are we taking the right supplements for our body's needs? Are we getting regular support through our environment that is supporting health and not, creating disruptions in our hormones? Are we doing things that promote health in our life overall? And this is where I can help you. If you're interested in holistic healthcare, I invite you to set up time with me and let's talk about how we can balance your hormone naturally and holistically to help you thrive. You can find me at dragonspitapothecary.com.